if you say you can, then don't let them say you can't. Shit ain't gonna be funny when you laughing to the bank. Hey, if you know you right, then don't let them say you ain't. Where you going, gotta stand up.
Hey, welcome to Global Local Podcast. I go by the name of Global Local Rell, man. We got a special guest in here today, man. Don P, what we doing?
Hey, man, I'm Global Local Don. We back with another episode of Season 2. Today we got, I'll let you give you a little rundown. I'll let Rell give him a rundown. Let y'all know who we got in here with us today, man. A Cordele hero.
Yeah, man. We got somebody that is just an outstanding individual, man. You know what I'm saying? Graduate, major, Arkansas graduate. You know what I'm saying? My dog basically, you know, he transferred from Ole Miss to from Arkansas to Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him tell you a few things about himself, man. That man, hey, his name speak volumes, so I'm gonna let him tell you.
Man, what's going on, everybody, man? It's Pooh Jr. I play linebacker from Cordele, Georgia. Started my collegiate career at Arkansas. Did 3 years over there. Had 3 outstanding years over there. Ended up transferring my final year to Ole Miss. Where I really took off over there, man, I was stacked with a defensive front. I had a good team overall, you know what I'm saying? So put me in position to where I can enter the draft. End up going 5th round, pick 172 to the Los Angeles Rams. Jay came back from mini camp, and I'm excited to be out here with y'all.
Hey, that's what's up, man, for sure.
Hey, well, welcome to here to Global Local, bro. We good. We're glad to have you here.
Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. For
man,
sure.
We're going to jump straight into it, man. So what class you graduated from?
Man, so I graduated in the class of 21.
Class 2021. Chris County High School. This Cordele, hometown hero to us. One thing I just want to jump straight into it, dig into it, man. We know now you're entering your NFL career. You know you're about to start off your NFL career, but I want to rewind our way back to you as a kid. Where you grew up at? I know you grew up in Cordele, Georgia, but how was life growing up in Cordele?
Man, so as y'all already know, it's easy to get in trouble where we from. You know what I'm saying? It kind of in the low income part of Georgia. I seen some on the internet one time when I was in Arkansas. It was a little motivation to me. It was like Cordele is one of the poorest cities in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So that really spoke volume to me. You know, it made me dig a little bit deeper. Yeah. And so, man, it just really just surrounding yourself with the right people. You know,
for sure.
Making sure everybody stay on track and being an example for the younger kids. So.
What helped you stay out of trouble? Like, what helped keep you on the right path in an environment where it's just so easy to get caught up in it?
Oh, my parents. I grew up in a 2-parent household. I had 2 outstanding parents, Crystal Paul Sr. and Valika Paul. They did a great job raising me and my siblings, my younger brother and all my sisters. So, man, it just really kept us on a steady path, kept us close to God, kept us in the church. My dad was real tough on me, but it was love, though. You know, he knew what we could do. He knew the potential that we had. So I understand now that I'm older why he was so tough on us, because we all in like position now. Like my little brother, he on a band scholarship in Bethune. Okay. All my sisters nurses. One of them, she head corporate over Walmart. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he was at a Warren Robin Air Force Base. My mom a nurse. So it's like everything turned out pretty good in our little circle. You know?
Okay, that's good.
Do you think your dad? I heard you say your dad was kind of. Well, you didn't say street. What you said, he was tough love. Yeah. He showed us a lot of tough love. You think that helped contribute to, like, your path of success?
Oh yeah, definitely did. And it gave me a different outlook on life. You know, he always told me when I was younger, when you're 15, you gotta think like you're 25. You're 25, you gotta think like you're 35. I always think 10 years ahead. So so right now I'm 22. Yeah. But I think like I'm 32. I'm 10 years older than what I am. You know, and that really just. I didn't know what he meant by that when I was younger. Like, when you a kid, that kind of, like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that made you gain, though.
Yeah, like, I kind of, like, sat back, and I was like, man, I don't know what you talking about till, like, one night, I was going to, I'll never forget that night. I was in Arkansas. My dad always used to hit me up, check on me, how I'm doing on the field and stuff. Still, to this day, he do that, even though I'm in the NFL. He was like, man, you look like you got something on your mind. So I had brought it up to him. I'm like, that what you meant by... You know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, I had just turned 18, and I'm 13, 14 hours away across states. I'm on my own now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just turned 18 because I early enrolled into Arkansas. Okay. So I had turned – my 18th birthday was 2 months before that. So I'm fresh into it, and I'm on my own. So I was like, man, what you meant by when you always told me and Jay think 10 years ahead? And he sat back and he was like, man, having the mindset of kids your age only gonna get you as far as the people in your circle, your age, your peers.
That's true.
You want to be looked at as somebody who is mature for their age, somebody who take care of business, but more importantly, remember that he always a man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, and that correlate whether I'm getting right with my faith, whether I'm getting right on the football field, classroom, community event, whatever. I always put my best foot forward, even that podcast. You know what I'm saying? It small stuff you don't even think about for real, but. That really just he kind of like scoped my mentality going into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One thing I can say, man, about your dad, like I know early on, I remember him being at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Your dad always stand up guy. You know what I'm saying? When he see me, he bring that good energy. You know what I'm saying? Good conversation, like real respectful. So they did a good job, man. I want to say shout out to your parents, bro, for real.
Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, because
on Miss Valika and Chris.
Yeah, because on their platform, bro, what we be trying to do is just motivate the youth. You know what I'm saying? So when they see you, you know what I'm saying, see what you got going on, they gonna pick up on it. So yeah, man, shouts out to you, your parent, for real. But I want to ask you how the nickname Pooh came about.
Man, so listen, my mom, my biggest fan now.
For real.
So growing up, my dad, he had me in like different like little football organizations. Whether I was Red League, playing for the Creek County Red Department, or I was playing travel ball when I got in middle school. So I was playing for a team called the Macon County Wildcat.
Okay.
Man, we came up here to the we went up to the A one time, and we were playing the Atlanta Duck, and it was like a little turkey bowl thing. My mom, I put a picture on my Twitter. I'm gonna send it to y'all so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
She got jackets made, right? With my fade painted on the back of it, my nickname in bold letters at the top. Now, mind you, I'm probably like, at this time, I'm probably like, I want to say I was in like 9 and 10
For real.
or something like that. So everybody knew me as Chris. Nobody knew my nickname. You had to be like close family or like real close friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my mom came out there. She had to pull over. She had things like painted on the front of it. Rest in peace. Gaddy, the one who made it.
Yeah,
okay,
Big
Gaddy.
Yeah, he the one who
Charles.
He the one who painted the stuff on there. But she had a jacket like that. My auntie had a jacket like that. All my sister. And they had a 3D cutout that's still in the garage with my face on there.
For real.
And she used to always bring a cowbell. Yeah. She got one for me and my brother. She used to bring a cowbell. Every time I scored, she'll ring the cowbell.
Yeah.
I ended up catching the interception. Boom. I'm running. My dad running down the sideline with me.
For real.
So he running with me like go. I jump in the end zone. I'm celebrating. Next thing I know, my mom hanging over the gate, screaming, like going crazy. They up there, my sister them threw the hood on. They up there going crazy in the stand with the jacket on.
For real.
Man.
So this jacket got Pooh Paul on it.
Yeah. And my fade, like a younger Pooh Paul fade
Yeah.
painted on it. Like
Yeah,
he
that
did,
hard.
like it real detail how he did it.
So you think they really just brought that into the world? They brought that
Yeah.
And
into
so
the
like,
public.
ever since then,
It been Pooh Paul.
It been
Yeah.
Pooh since then. Like
Yeah.
my homeboy to this day. They still bring up that story. We playing the
real.
game with something like, bro, you remember that time?
Yeah.
We was at that game, your mom was going crazy on that gate, like almost broke that gate down.
For real. Yeah, that good, man. That support is everything, man.
Yeah, for sure. Having.
Yeah, that lead.
Go ahead.
Nah, I would say that lead to my next question. When you say about travel ball, I want to ask you, like, how do you think, like now, with it being so popular, do you think just how the parents are? You think that with the travel ball, is it hurting the kids or is it helping them more? Because you know, a lot of us, we came up on rec ball. You know what I'm saying? So how do you think, you know what I'm saying, that the travel ball is working for the youth right now?
I put it in this perspective. I feel like travel ball is better, and I'm gonna say that because you get an opportunity. Like I said, I got to play teams in Atlanta, different places of Georgia. So I was also getting a lot of exposure.
Okay.
So it was like, as I go to these bigger cities, I go out here and I perform. Like at the time, like Atlanta Ducks, they were like the #1 rec team or #2 in the state.
For real.
I go out here and perform. I might get another team who even bigger than them play, and then that's how you get teams like Georgia versus Florida games and
networking.
Yeah, and then some kid be flying out to different states and playing for other teams out there now. Like that, so I feel like it'll lead to more exposure. Plus, like it gives kids like us that come from like smaller cities opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm not only am I putting on for this organization I'm playing for, I'm putting on for my hometown too.
Yeah, you
So
represent.
so now it's like, okay, oh, he going crazy.
Yeah.
He say he from here.
Yeah.
Is this some more like him?
Yeah. Make it start checking for you and others.
And now they coming down there. Now you think, okay, the eyes on me, but really, I'm watching you practice, but man, your homeboy going crazy too.
Yeah, I'm getting to see
I like
everybody.
him. Hey, boy, we might need to come down here and start scouting this area now. You know what I'm saying? That and one dude that I'm a shout out to him. he really helped put on forward with Quay. Quay, that little era when like him, Cat, all them boys.
Shout out to Quay Walker.
Yeah,
Big Cat too, man.
Yeah, all them
Big
boys
Cat.
when they were going through, they really helped us
Jamin
out.
Robinson, that whole era. Right
Yep,
there.
like man, that team was stacked. It's like, so they really, without them knowing, they really kind of put us on. Because now you got big name school coming. Now we showing out. Now we getting offered. Now they gonna keep coming around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's just so y'all to keep pushing. You help push that ball a little farther.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I want to say this too, man, about the travel ball. That's one reason why I really just salute and just commend for the two teams we had started in Cordele, because you said you played for a Macon County team, right? But now we got teams in Cordele where our kids can play travel ball
in the
for
city,
a hometown here from the
Hometown,
city, from the town. You know what I mean?
And I really like that too. I like when they started doing that.
Shout out to the Cobra, shout out to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I used to go out there, especially when they first started. I used to go out there and show support by going to the game. Like I just on the Saturday go out there, watching them ball perform and stuff like that. Man, I let it good. For
That's
them.
a lot of exposure too, because see that we had them compete for national championship, and like you say, just different eyes get to be put on kids that are from an impoverished community that probably nobody would have had a chance to see them. I want to rewind back right here when you mentioned rest in peace, Charles Gaddy, Big Gaddy. You mentioned Big Gaddy, and it just brought me back some memories when your dad, your pops, were cutting in the barbershop, right? And I was younger then. I was an adult. I was grown, man. You know, coming in doing the thing, but it was something that he did that stuck in my mind, right? He had a weight bench in there. He would tell the young guys, if you can bench 225 10 times, I cut your hair for free.
Yep.
You can keep the money in your pocket. Lay down and give me 10 on. Give me 10 reps. And you know, for
I should have been in there.
Yeah. But nah, what I'm saying is for a lot of young guys, 10 reps, 225. Most on that hard to do.
But that's
you know what
tough,
I'm saying?
boy.
That's tough to do.
Yeah,
Most on. Now,
real.
some of you coming out, you know, you might have, you know, if you maybe in the 10th, 11th grade, you can lay down and, you
But
know,
10
if you
times
up
that
there,
tough.
but 10 times that tough. But what I took it as, it was just always motivation. You know what I'm saying? It's always motivation. I see that he was just extending that motivation to other young guys in the community. Like, really, you can get you a $15, $20 haircut. You can make $20 if you can lay down here and do this 10 times. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is, you know, just come from weight room. It might help you take the weight room just a little more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can keep that money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Crip Paul for that too. That was just something that, you know, stuck in my mind.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's tough. I want to ask you about you, just like, you know, your father. So what are some things that your father instilled in you that you know that's gonna help you with your fatherhood, with your child?
So one thing, like I said earlier about like being a man, it's always about, you know, because my daughter come first before anything. That was just one thing, you know, no matter how big the task is, I got to put her first.
Gotcha.
He always told me, you don't have no obligation to nobody on this world but your little girl. You know what I'm saying? And like that, and that's from me. You know, like she my responsibility. So at the end of the day, watching how my dad raised us, like I said, he wasn't just like strict on us. Like he was but he was tough on us though. He held us to a different standard than he was hold anybody else kid. He held everybody else kid to a high standard, but we was on a higher standard than what they were. So like that, and that went for whether he was your coach, and it's a lot of people that about that if he your coach or whatever he was, even if he was just walking through the schools and he seen you doing something, hey, I know your people don't.
He gonna hold you to a high standard.
Like nah, like you, hey, we ain't
Super
doing
solid,
that.
Chris. Super solid.
So that's something that I want to carry over to my little girl. You know, when she growing up, I want to show her one thing he always told me was, no matter how hard the task was, don't give up. Even when things seem a little blurry, it's going to be great on the other side when you get there. You're going to look back and laugh at that memory. You know what I'm saying? So, man, he just really showed me, really just gave me the blueprint on what I should do and how I should go about things and how I should go about my old lady and things like that. So
okay. So with you being, like, I know you from, you know, you Chris' son, you know, we got mutual friends, you know, stuff like that. But you would say that you being the humble cat that you are and you having faith and being the strong-willed person you are, you think that comes from your dad?
No doubt. And I think it bits and pieces of both my parents, though.
Okay.
And because it done been time that I done seen my pops lift my mom up in her little moment and vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah.
So it was good to grow up around that, you know what I'm saying? So because at a young age, I knew right then and there, like, okay, the thing would go left, I got somebody I can lean on. And when I got older and when I'm looking at women, you know what I'm saying, I want that same, not the exact same love, but it's like, now I know when, okay, how a relationship's supposed to go.
I know real love and support look
Yeah,
like.
I know what it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to feel at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times we shout out the father. We harp on the fatherhood, but man, shout out to your moms for being a good example,
For sure.
strong black queen, supportive queen. And we need those examples. You know what I mean? To continue to be said out here. So shout out to Mrs. Paul for that.
Yeah, I asked that specifically because I know like you coming up, everything you face with, like you say when you were 18 or whatever. Like if you got your dad around, like he really gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? I know just as a young man, I ain't had that, so I seen my partners. He won a couple of my other partners. Like we be trying to shout the fathers out now because it's very important that daddy is on you, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dog, you'll thank him along. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I want to bring it back to the sports a little bit. So, boom, you playing travel ball, you playing rec ball. Now you get into middle school, right?
Right.
What position you playing in middle school?
So I was playing all the way up. I always played linebacker and running back. But then this when my dad introduced me to sniffer, tight end, kind of. So I started playing a little bit of that, and then I would majority inside to outside linebacker. I go from inside to outside.
Played tight end in high school too.
Yep.
All right, so you get to middle school, you go through middle school, you having a pretty good successful season.
Right.
In middle school, now you get in high school. When did it become serious for you, like to the point to like, hey, man, I probably go to college and I might can go to the NFL doing this. So I need to take it like very seriously. When did that moment become like surreal for you? Was that something that you saw as a young kid, or is it just something that it clicked one day for you?
Man, so it kind of crazy. It really hit me once my dad started taking me and some of my teammates to like them camps, like them rival camps and like them college camps to do them camps. And it kind of settled in one time when I never forget my dad. He ended up taking me to it was this little camp. It was down in Florida. We drove like 6 hours away.
For real.
It was me, Sarad Bryant, Cam Moe, Nick Mercer, and some other guy that he brought, Preston Levant. These are my classmates. He took us down there. We ended up going to a camp. I was doing the drill, and the coach had pulled me to the side. He was from Virginia Tech. I ain't gonna never forget it. He was from Virginia Tech. He ended up pulling me to the side, and he was like, man, you probably don't see it right now, but like watching you go through these drills and how you were pushing everybody, he was like, man, I see something special in you.
For real.
And so at the time, bro, I'm fresh in the high school. Like I'm just out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking like a little workout. I'm just going through.
Was you like 9th, 10th grade? Right?
Like 9th grade, probably like just turned like what, 15?
Yeah.
So I'm doing the drill, basically just pushing myself as if my dad was standing right there, like how we used to do on the field. Me, him, one-on-one, he coaching me hard. So I'm just going through the drill, And he was like, man, I see something special in you. You know what I'm saying? Like all these other boys out here, man, they dog, they showing bad body language, they crying and stuff. You ain't said a word. He said, I done coached y'all hard all day, and the only thing you said to me was, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you ain't do no complaining or nothing.
Yeah.
I done heard your daddy yelling at you from the fence, and you yelled out, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you think that at that moment you saw within yourself, like, hey, maybe I got a little something more special, a little something special in me.
Yeah,
that really
for sure.
You
And
think
then,
could be for real for me.
And like I remember on that car ride home, like my dad brought it up. And like that when I started feeling it myself, I was like, bro, I can really, I can really do something with it. Like if I really like lock in for real and like be serious on it, I could do something special.
Yeah. So around this time, what you would say like compared to now? Because I know your work ethic just crazy right now.
Right.
But like as a young man, what was your work ethic like then? Like coming, high school.
It was pretty tough too though,
Pretty tough.
cause like my dad, like I had been working out on the field since I was in rec.
Okay.
So I was 7 and 8 going to the rec department, running that big hill,
Getting to it.
Still over
with the parachute on,
Yeah.
going out there doing cone drills and stuff with my dad. In the summer, everybody chilling. My dad come in my room, probably about 4:45, 5. Hey, get your cleat. We finna go to the field.
Time to go.
Little kid.
Yeah.
It'll be in time. You can tell. You can ask people like my neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, he'd pull me in the backyard. I already had a drill set up. I'm sitting there playing the game with my little, my brother them. We
go.
like 7, 8 years old.
Let's go to work. Yeah.
Get a controller to your nephew. We finna go outside and do these drills.
Yeah. Right, dog.
And we'll be out there 2 hours in the sun.
For real.
Getting at it.
Getting to it.
Getting to it.
Yeah. So
that hard work paying out though.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. So in high school, I know you was the leading tackler every team you don't played on, right?
Right.
Yeah. That said a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just noticed like your work ethic, bro. Like I can tell now, like you don't bucked up. You get into it for sure now.
When did them recruiting classes start? Like when did the recruiters start tapping into you?
Really, I got my first offer when I was in the end of my 9th grade year, going into my 10th grade year. I want to say it was TCU, and they ended up calling my dad. He was at work. And
You playing varsity then? Mm-hmm. 9th grade.
9th grade, 8th grade. What people don't know, 8th grade, I was playing middle school, and some of me and my homeboy, one of them, he still played college ball. Sarad, that I'm telling you about.
Brian.
He would, he would take us, and we'll go play the JV game.
Okay.
So we'll get out of practice. Middle school played on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, and the JV game was Thursday. So, man, we'll go out there, play our little game on Wednesday. Then my dad come get up from school, take her to the high school locker room. We'll get dressed and we playing JV in 8th grade.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
shout out to Rod too.
No, for sure. And once we hit 9th grade, I mean, all them guys that he had brought up, man, we were already developing stuff. So we went on here and started playing varsity. So I was playing varsity my 9th grade year, tight end and linebacker.
That's good, yeah.
So 9th grade, end of 9th grade, going to 10th grade, you get your first offer. 10th grade, you have a good season. 11th grade, you have a good season. 12th grade, your senior year. By now, they probably pouring in.
Right.
What's some of the schools that were recruiting you?
Man, so at the time, I was a 4-star. I was a 4-star linebacker. I was the number 2 player in Georgia. Me and my good homeboy, he was from Lee County. We were back and forth every week.
What's his name?
Baron Hobson. He played for Kennesaw State now.
Okay. All right.
Me and him, we would go back and forth every time. One
Baron
week
Hobson,
he'll be
Lee
number 1.
County.
Yep.
All right.
He'll be one week and I'll be 2. Then the next week I'll be 1, he'll be 2. So really at that time it was Georgia Tech. I had Georgia 2, Florida State. I had Washington. I was talking to Oregon a little bit, but they didn't know what their linebacker room gonna be like. South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, Auburn. I ended up getting, who else I said? Memphis. I ended up getting Memphis a little bit. And it was one more school that was pretty big that I had. I think it was Florida. Okay. It was Florida. I ended up getting Florida after that camp. They ended up offering me probably like 2 days after we had left that camp. They ended up calling my coach.
So you narrowed it down to them?
Mm-hmm. My top 5 were Tennessee, Arkansas. It was Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia State, Tech, and Florida State.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what ultimately led to your decision to go to Arkansas?
So the offensive line coach was the one who offered me at Georgia because we used to do a lot of 7-on-7 camps out there in the summer. He would recruit in our area. So he ended up getting a head coaching job at Arkansas. And like he called me while he was moving in. They during COVID. I can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So he ended up FaceTiming that he was moving in up there. I seen that he had got a job. He ended up FaceTiming me, and I won the first one he offered. So I ended up committing. I ain't take no visits or nothing. Like my first time being in the state of Arkansas was my move-in day. Yeah. That was my first time. And I was 13 hours away.
So what was about it that just had you sold like that? Like what?
Really the connection that I had built because I had been talking to him since my freshman year. So like I had been talking to the dude for like 3 years. I kind of already know about you. I done met his wife, everything, kids and all. Like so,
with that relationship that y'all built up,
and so like
take you forward.
He would come. He even came to the game we played state championship. He was out there watching. He was in the stands on our side, and he ended up texting me after that game.
Let's talk about that, man. What year that was? 2021.
19.
19.
Oh, 2019. Okay,
2019,
okay. When Cordele played for the state championship, you was in the 9th, 10th grade?
No, I was in 11th grade then.
You was in 11th grade.
Yeah.
We ended up losing on them.
Yeah, like 21-14.
Yeah, talk about that game.
Man, so it was crazy. First off, that was like the first time that we had ever played for a state championship. So we were going in there amped already at the time.
Yeah, I went crazy though.
Oh yeah, at the time I was a 3-star at the time. I had 2 other homeboys that were 3-star, and we was starting like everybody was starting getting offered. Like they was starting to pull in for real now. So going in that game, I was amped. I'm talking about our side was packed. So
that was 2019.
Yeah, that was 2019.
Yeah, like it was the 2019-2020 season.
Who y'all played? Who
Cedar Grove.
Cedar Grove. Okay, okay.
Cedar Grove.
All right.
And we ended up like going out there. our whole side packed. I think we had brought like. I think they said we had brought like 3,000 people
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, I was there, man. That
Yeah,
whole
like-
side was packed. Man, you was in this
Yeah,
thing.
okay. See,
we
that's
was
what I
in
was
there.
trying to recall.
Yeah,
Was
you
that
was,
the
you was
same
out there
game?
doing all that hollering, man, out there showing out.
Yeah, okay.
Over there,
I'll make
was
sure.
at Georgia State
Yeah,
Stadium.
was at Georgia State Stadium. Yeah, y'all went crazy, bro. Y'all played lights out, like for
Oh
real.
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
did.
But that joke, it was fun though. Like that
Yeah,
atmosphere
man.
lit for
Who
sure.
was the quarterback then? Was it AJ?
AJ
Yeah,
Law?
AJ
Yeah,
was
okay,
quarterback,
yeah. I was at that
AJ
game
Law.
going
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
he was
supposed to
young.
won that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We played Cedar Grove, right?
Mhm.
They had a huge lineman.
Oh yeah.
That when
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boy
big
was coming
lineman,
in
yeah.
there, see, so
Yeah.
they was. I remember that game. Now they were way.
Quarterback
We
real
were
tall,
undersized
too.
compared to them. I
Yep.
put it like that. We were undersized compared to them, but yeah, y'all fought like some dogs out there, and we like to pull it out too.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
We almost did.
And
Yeah.
people don't know, man. Like you said, Cordele, that was Chris Cannon. That was the first team that we don't ever had to compete for a state championship. And Cedar Grove been there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so you think that was probably your most memorable high school
Oh,
game?
for sure.
Right there.
I still think about that game to this day. They got a video of it on YouTube. I still be watching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
go back.
I
yeah.
still go watch it.
You think you could have played? You could have played any other position, like tight end, you know.
I always tell
running
people I
back.
could have been a receiver.
Yeah,
I could
because
have.
you had touchdowns. You had touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. So I was like,
I think at tight end, I think like one season I ended up having. I know I had at least like 9 or 10 receiving touchdowns.
touchdown. Yeah, I remember that. You kept
In
that
one
big.
game, one game we were playing. I can't remember what team. I had like 4
Receiving
Yeah, I remember.
touchdown.
Yeah.
receiving. All my touchdowns were receiving.
What? Let me ask you this.
Yeah, you used
What's
to be
your
balling.
favorite position? Is linebacker your favorite position?
See, what people don't know, my favorite position for a long time was tight end.
Tight
sniffer.
end.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because at tight end sniffer, I can come back on power. I'm talking about
Yeah.
smack,
Come back.
like
Yeah.
smack somebody
Yeah.
come
Get
out.
your rocks out. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I could also go out. Man, I had enough in my bag then. Catch a little out route, give you a little
Take it to
1-2,
the high.
and I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and so but I started taking linebacker serious because that what school was looking at me at.
Mhm. That what they wanted you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they were like, when they were watching my film, they were like, yeah, bro, like you're hell of a tight end, but I like at that linebacker spot. You got a little mean streak
Yeah.
to you at that linebacker
So
spot.
you had to go where
Yeah,
where you
see,
were getting recruited at. That makes
and
sense.
And that leads me into my next question. I see in person, you know, we know your parents. We see you're a very respectful young man, mannerable young man. But Pooh, man, I'm gonna be for real, man. You know, I don't watch on the sideline. You know, we watch the college game. Boy, I see you'll click out, you'll spaz out there on that field now. For real, you'll spaz out. So that's why I asked you that. What you think like allows you to just have that switch? Cause we know you need it out there on that field.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
What allows you to be able to turn that switch on and then you walk out that field or, you know, back into your regular life and you're able to turn it off back to the I guess what they'll say, like the gentle giant. You know what I mean?
So like when I'm out there on the field, like I'm in a whole different world. Like
Locked in.
Like in the community, they call me Pooh, but I portray myself like that Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like cool, respectful dude. You know what I'm saying? Out here in the community, give back. But on that field, that on that dog, that Pooh right there, like that right there is when like okay. All that outside stuff that don't matter no more. We just strictly locked in on him, and it really in a sense of, bro. I just have that thing inside me. It's just something inside me. Like I can't let a man show me up, or I can't. You got to prove to me you better than me. Like at the end of the day, so out there on that field, like it gonna get heated now, cause I'm gonna come with it, and I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna help you up, and I'm gonna tell you when I'm helping you up, I'm finna come right back and do it again.
Yeah.
I'm finna come right back. It done been times on film in college. My coach done showed out. Like he done like Pooh right here, this high, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of intensity I want. Like I done told a running back one time, I said, bruh, we got up, I helped him up. He was just talking. He was just trying to get under my skin because he already knew that I'd be out there chirping. So I told him in that fade, I said, I want you to run straight in that B gap. I'm gonna meet you right here. I said, I'm gonna put my D line on the stunt. So it ain't nobody gonna be in that gap. It's just gonna be me and you.
Head up. Okay. They get it.
Came through,
man.
Like my dog was saying, big butt correct.
Yeah, man,
Big
for
correct.
real.
But after the game, I went straight to him. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
great game.
Man, you
game.
did that during the game?
Yeah.
Man, you called that out during the game, man.
Yeah.
So
I
y'all-
always be doing
So
that.
y'all out here 11-on-11 football, but y'all out here calling play for
Hey.
for a quick one-on-one
Man,
play.
okay.
That
one-on-one
cause you
matchup.
know you can hold your own.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
I'm out there, hey,
Yeah.
right
Did
here.
you
I'm
feel
talking
like
about
you won that car wreck in that gap?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that
For
hard.
sure. And I'm gonna give a little extra,
Yeah,
I'm give a little extra.
Yeah.
So
You
you know,
gon-
like, okay, oh yeah, this boy for real.
You gonna
like
pop?
that.
You gonna pop it on him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So hey, if you had some young linebackers that's watching that probably gonna watch this, man, what is some advice you would give them as far as work on what they need to work on for what college coaches and NFL coaches will be looking for them to get better? What you think they need to work on?
So the main thing I would tell them to do hard better. Meaning linebacker hard position. You gotta know what the D line in front of you doing. You gotta know what the secondary doing. Make sure y'all on the same page in the pass game, run game, whatever, because they included too. So it's a lot of moving parts around you. One thing I say would do when I say that, meaning learn how to do the things that gonna go ahead and put you over the edge before you get to the game. Okay. Meaning, so if you need to watch extra film, you know that's something that you need to work on. Do that. If footwork is something you need to do, stay out the practice and get a couple footwork drill with the coach or a pad work, whatever it is. Just perfect your craft each and every day. You don't want to fall off. And like one thing my dad told me, every season you got to get better.
Get better.
And better and better. So you don't have no fall off. People can't go back and be like, oh yeah, he did this and that and the third, but he this year he did that. He ain't consistent.
Yeah.
Consistency is the key to
It's
it.
the key. That hard.
So it's like you do that, but also you can't be afraid to lead. You can't be afraid to go out here and get on your homeboy when he ain't doing right. Because of the relationship that y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Like, it done been, me and my homeboy, we close, we like this. But it done been time, I done got on him, he done got on me.
Yeah.
And it like, but we got that respect to each other where we don't take it the wrong way. It's like, okay, all right, bet. I'm probably on, let me tighten up, let me get right.
I hear you refer to your homeboys a lot, right? How important do you think it is to have a circle of friends that are headed on the right path?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know, because you can have friends that when you're younger, maybe second, third grade, they could be some of your close friends, but as y'all get older, they choose to make different decisions.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some of the decisions that some of the people that that you hang out with, that you like and love, they might be making decisions that'll be detrimental or just not positive to your lifestyle.
Right.
And you have to separate yourself from that. Did you have any friends like that? Did you have any situation like that towards like, hey, I used to be real close with him, but I'm on that path right here now, bro. I love you, but we can't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We can't kick it every day.
way.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't have multiple occasions like that.
For real.
But it's just simply because your goals on line of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be beneficiary to you, and you won't be beneficiary to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and it's to a point to where like as men, I feel like we got to have some of this conversation with our homeboy though. You know what I'm saying? Like because you don't want to get around the wrong group of people. They don't got your best that hard. You know what I'm saying? So they'll go out here and let you. Oh man, I know you got a game tomorrow, but bro, let's hit that party real quick, man. Let's go out here and get drunk and do this, that, and the third. And I know you got a game tomorrow, and I know you got to perform. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Man, a real homeboy gonna be like Pooh.
Yeah.
They gonna do what most people call the lane. Man, nah, bro, you don't need to go, bro.
Cause they love you. See, that was love. That was real love.
Yeah,
that's
for
the person telling you that right there. Is
That's
the person.
that's a real friend.
Yeah, that's the
for
real
sure.
friend.
And
right
and that one thing that me, cause we done had conversation about that before. Like, bro, we ain't gonna never set each other up for failure. We want to see each other win. At the end of the day, we all want to sit back and when we reflect on what we've been doing, bro. It want to be straight positive. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do nothing that go align you out the way. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that gonna be like they gonna mess you up what you got going on. I'm gonna tell you stuff that positive, good or bad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's how we build. How we gonna build that respect.
Yeah, that's like the Henry Ruggs situation.
Exactly.
Had he had a good friend, take them key. Hey, nah, bro, you ain't doing that. I ain't finna let you drive. You know what I'm saying? Or we ain't gonna do that. So when you got good, good company around you, you gonna be all right.
Another thing you said, you can't be afraid to be a leader. See, sometimes it take, and they kind of what we were saying, what man you were talking about earlier with our kids. Sometimes your friend might be upset with you, but you making the right decision. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got their best interest at heart. You know what I mean? So, whenever y'all have, just a shout out to the people or just some game for the people, for the younger people. Whenever you face the situations in life and you really see that, hey, it's people in my circle that telling me things that might not make me happy at the time, but I know that they best for me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Take heed of that. You know what I mean? And just know that those are the people that really care for you and that really got your best interest in mind.
Yeah, man. So let's speed it up to college, man. What made you pledge?
Man, so it's something that I always wanted to do. like I was thinking about this my freshman year. Well, really before then, but when I got to college, it really hit my mind. But man, really, I want to get around a group of men who, you know, similar to myself, give back to the community, a positive reflection on the black community. You know what I'm saying? That's something that rolls very heavy in me. And also, man, just something that spoke positivity to me. You know, helped me. Ever since I pledged, I've been not saying I wasn't already good, but it made me better.
It helped you.
It done gave me different perspectives.
What did you? What your Q?
Yep.
Yeah.
Omega Psi Phi.
That hard then. That hard then, man. Y'all be stealing all the girls at the party. But yeah, that hard, bro.
Yeah,
So-
hey, I want to ask you this since we on that pledge and all, cause I know a couple years ago, I saw, you know, it was kind of a big thing in the media, like kind of about the hazing. You know what I mean? I know, you know, you ain't got to talk about nothing that you know that ain't either. But just in general, do you think that the whole initiation process, these days and time, do you think it's okay to go with the original, like what it was originated, or do you think that sometimes it could just get a little bit too rough? It's something that need to be peeled back on a little bit?
Like, man, it's kind of crazy, bro. Like, that hazing stuff kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that one thing I like about their fraternity. It's a non-hazing organization. So it's like, man, bro, like you'll go look, and even though I say that, bro, it done been plenty of times in my fraternity, people done got seriously injured with that haze and stuff, as well as others. You know what I'm saying? And man, if you go back and look at it, man, just recently, a dude that was trying to play ended up getting killed one night.
For real?
Throughout the process, man. So
It's crazy.
man, it's kind of like I don't condone that.
It be
nobody say-
that rough? Like,
Yeah,
stuff they
like
be?
I guess it was for them.
Yeah,
like
for them,
I
yeah.
can't talk through they,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
their
Their
experiences.
Yeah.
So with them, just reading stuff like that, that kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never that serious.
Yeah.
Somebody lose their life when
Yeah,
you trying
over.
to.
And I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to, you know, I see y'all
Yeah.
being positive, but
Yeah.
man, you end up doing that to me at the end of
Yeah.
the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's crazy.
they kind of, yeah.
So overall though, you would say though, you love the brotherhood. You
Oh,
love
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, definitely,
Salute, man.
definitely.
Salute to
Do
you.
y'all ever have a situation where y'all be like really be there for each other? Like, do you think your brothers in your fraternity help you throughout life?
Oh yeah, even when I was in college, cause they knew I was out there on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So man, they'll always hit me up. Like even if I want to do an event or want to go grill or something, they'll bring. If they have one, they'll tie it up to the truck, bring it out there. We'll all be chilling,
For real.
cooking and stuff. It done been time we don't need it. I don't need some help moving. They done pulled up with me on a U-Haul, helped me move my whole high.
That's something you would suggest to other students?
Oh yeah, it's something I heavily advise. I know some
Advise,
people
yeah.
got like some
They
people
own
got different
mindset,
opinions
yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
on it. But me personally, I would encourage you. Like if I had a son, I would encourage him to go through it.
Yeah.
I would encourage him to do that. It's gonna help build you up, but as well as you know, you're gonna be seen as somebody who positive throughout what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do that have like a reflect on like students? I mean, because I ain't familiar with it. With like, you know, just around the college campus for going to school, classes. Like what are some good things that you say, you know what I'm saying, have benefited from you joining the fraternity? Like, you know.
Yeah, like just being around the campus, you know, you can just feel the vibe of the campus. So you know, just being around, going to classes, seeing different people, like you said, with females and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But you know, the main thing is just them, you know, seeing me and just seeing, okay, there's somebody who, you know, do some good. You know?
Yeah, like a reliable
Oh, yeah,
friendship, like somebody you can always call upon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody who not afraid to, you know, get their hand dirty in order to help you out, cause you know in return, like if I help them, they gonna do that in return.
Scratch your
Probably,
back, they
yeah.
gonna scratch it. I mean,
So
you know,
and then
scratch your-
also like we real heavy on scholarship. So like in the classroom, you know, I'm gonna excel. I'm gonna put my best foot forward academically as well too. So now you know there's somebody who take care of their business on and off the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you majored in what, sociology?
Yep.
Okay.
I want to ask you this. All right, so you talked about the coach at Arkansas and you know how y'all built the relationship. Boom. Now you make the decision, go out there and play. You're a stud out there. You're a dog out there doing your thing. What ended up causing you to leave Arkansas and going to Ole Miss?
Man, so going into it, man, we had some good years, but like it kind of like we kind of started getting on a little slope, I started seeing guys, you know, not everybody, but I started seeing guys who weren't taking it as serious, and like football real serious to me. Like, I take it real serious. So just watching them, they kind of took parts of it for granted. You know what I'm saying? But and plus on top of that, we won winning games. Like, and these ain't blowout games. These games, like I can see these boys giving up. Like I see you.
They ain't going to the yeah.
Like these
Just
close
not putting forth
games.
the effort.
Yeah, like these real close games, and I can see y'all giving it up.
Yeah.
So it really just, man, I did a lot of prayer, talking with my dad, man, and it just like all direction will point me in, like, man, it's time to go. You know, like because it got to a point to where I started feeling like down on myself, like okay,
like it was yours.
yeah, like I'm trying to pull y'all along with me, but I can't carry that all day by myself.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
at some point I'm gonna get tired.
Yeah.
So man, I end up having and what people don't know is I end up having a conversation with my teammate before I even talked to my coach. I called them up. I said, hey, everybody meet me in the team room.
For real.
They all pulled up.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And I said, hey, man, I ain't even going to keep y'all here 5 minutes. I just want y'all to know before they get to posting it on Twitter, trying to, you know, because some people take some stuff on Twitter and
get it running
I
with
want y'all to hear from me before, because I ain't even talked to Pittman yet. I want y'all, so before y'all see it, yes,
You wanna
I'm
go ahead?
I'm finna go ahead and put my name in the portal.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't because, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, bro, I got mad love for y'all, boy. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
being
Like,
real.
time.
Yeah.
yeah, and like, and they look at me as a leader at this point, because this my 3rd year there.
Yeah.
I done had 3 great years out there.
Yeah.
So, man, all them boys, they looked at me, man, they were like, you should have been dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
man, I was kind of hoping that you were going to leave. I was kind of hoping, because you need to go.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah. So fast forward the Ole Miss, boy, you went to Ole Miss and got lit, don't you? You went out there and went crazy. Yeah. Okay, so when you got that, man, you know, I just want to ask you now, because they were saying when you got out there, you know how rumor mill is now. Them folks say when you got out there, say them folks offer the bag out the rip now.
man,
We got to throw it out there now. That what the street committee say. But overall, though, man, seriously, though, when you got the Ole Miss, though, bro, you went out there and showed your natural behind. So, you know, what do you think that when you got there, how was that process? So you just getting out, you know, meeting everybody, walking in, you know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, so what crazy is, Ole Miss and Arkansas, they both in the SEC West. They see that's like a
Rivalry.
Yeah. So I already done played against these boys for like 3 years.
No,
Now y'all know how I am on the field.
Ooh, you been getting into them.
So some of them boys, like when I came in there, you know, they were kind of like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't you 27 from Arkansas?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, like, I'm still standing on what I said. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that me.
Okay.
And then, but man, they were pretty cool though.
Pretty
you know
cool.
what I'm saying? They looked past that and seen me, like what kind of addition they were getting to the team.
Yeah.
Did you have to go and book a position, or did everybody kind of know you were gonna be that guy when you were coming
Yeah,
in?
it kind of understood. Like me and like a couple other dudes that transferred in, they were kind of like, okay, like
Okay, yeah, these
these guys right here, like I already know when these boys. Now I ain't start out with the one, but I had to learn the playbook and learn all that stuff. So it was still a grind at the end of the day, but it was kind of understood, like, okay, once this guy get all this stuff done and he start doing this, that, and the third,
He gonna be our man.
yeah, you already, you know.
Hey, this something we had talked about on the previous episode, because I was thinking about that. You know, you been in Arkansas, right? And you know, like you say, you had developed the relationship, and I heard you say you prayed about it, you talked to your father about it, but a lot of times in life, it's hard for us to know when it's the right time to leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, we talked about it earlier, and like when the right time to leave a job, the right time to leave a relationship, the right time to leave the streets, the right time to leave your hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I just wanted to reflect on that, because you say you talk to God, you talk to your father, you talk to some of your closest peers. You know what I'm saying? And they helped you make the decision on when it's the right time for you to leave. Because we all come into a point in life where we don't probably outgrew our current circumstances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, we can make the decision to stay here, and that those circumstances start to consume us, rather than us going out and, you know what I mean, going to be great somewhere else. So a lot of times, you know, we be caught in I guess habitual patterns.
Right.
I'm just here because it's habit. I'm here because I'm used to being here every day, and I'm scared to really just.
Are you content?
I'm just content. You know what I'm saying? But greatness is on that other side. So just knowing when anytime in life you come to a situation you don't kind of hit a block, or you not able to grow anymore, it's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Yeah. But I want to tap in about the whole process, man. With the combine, like give us like a walk down, run down of the NFL. What's it like? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was kind of like a unique experience. Like not in a bad way, but like you know what I'm saying. It was kind of like crazy. Like you been in something that you done been dreaming about for a long time. So it kind of like I'm meeting different people. I'm meeting GMs and head coaches.
Yeah.
Sitting down with team, they getting to know me. We talking through the playbook, but it was mainly the combine was the teams get a good feel for you, like how you is off the field, how are you on the field.
Want to know who you are.
Yeah, and then we'll talk through some film a little bit. Some teams we didn't even go through the film. We would just strictly have like a little conversation like that, Some team asked me where you grow up.
Yeah.
What it was like at home.
I just want to get a feel for you.
Yeah,
person.
like
You had jitters at the combine. How you?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did, especially like when we were warming up to do the drills and stuff. After I ran the 40 though, like after I ran my first 40, the jitters started losing. Like when I was lining up, they started leaving. Then like it kind of I kind of like zoned out a little bit. Like I kind of like zoned out, and ever since then I kind of kept that. But when I first walked out there and I seen all them lights and cameras and all these folks in the stand,
It's real now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right, we gotta do something.
Okay.
And so then after that though, it was like a smooth process,
Okay.
We got to talk to some people from the NFLPA. Mike Vick came out there. Mike Singletary. It was some more like celebrities and stuff came out there speak with us, motivational speakers and stuff. So
You felt confident during the whole process that you were gonna get drafted?
oh yeah, I did, and it was just me just sitting back and reflecting on the work that I had put in.
Yeah.
I was
Do not to cut you off, bro. Do players be having somewhat of idea of knowing where they going at?
I mean, you do, but at the same time, you don't know how the card gonna fall.
How it gonna fall? Okay.
Cause like this year draft kind of weird a little bit.
Crazy,
you know what I'm saying? So it was like guards and stuff. Like guards and stuff were going, and then it was like a run on cornerback. Then it was a run on linebackers, and you know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy, but I mean, you'll get a feel of where you'll fall. You know what I'm saying? But like majority of the time, you really don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you this, and we might have, I just want to ask you this. Do you think that politics played a part in Shedeur not being drafted? His stock falling as far as it did. Like, do you think, like, because I heard you say, some of the teams they do an interview, they just want to see your personality, where you from,
Right.
They already got their idea of what you is on the field or what you are on the field. They just want to get a feel of you as a person.
Right.
So do you think those type of politics and had an effect on what he felt?
Man, cause that was kind of crazy to me too. Like it was a lot of quarterback went over him. You know what I'm saying? But man, I was just sitting back. I couldn't, cause when I met him at the combine, he was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I met him at the East-West game and the combine. Him and their brother, like they cool people. Like
you didn't get that. You didn't get that.
So I'm really I don't understand what happened or like what we're going through here, like what was going on through our draft process or how that went. Cause man, he a great player, and bro, like I said, like even his brother with the camera that be filming, like he real cool people. I had a long conversation with him just on some regular stuff, like regular stuff. But so I really don't. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, like, and then it was kind of like when I was sitting back and watching it, I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this man.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, wasn't it?
One of the top 300 players, and you still on the board in the fifth round? I was like, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, do you look forward to putting your hands on some of them guys, man? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, because I know it's all cool, it's all love, but you see your Cam Wars, because these guys, ultimately, these just like coming out of high school, these your classmates. You know what I'm saying? These your classmates, and all of y'all are going to that next step right now. So I just be wondering, just like I hear Ja Morant with like I think it was LeBron or something. He was, he just pretty much had a list of people like they my hero, but boy, I want to get him. Like, ooh, I want to dunk on him. Do you have a player like that where you sit back and be like, ooh, I want to catch AP coming around that corner? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a couple on like, man, it's a running back. Me and my homeboy joke about it all the time. Cam Scatterbo. Play for the Giants. Man, he meet you in the hole like that. He gonna run you over.
That's the one came from
Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Yep.
That joker, hey boy.
He'll work on it.
Hey, he know.
He'll work
For real,
on
boy.
it.
Tough.
But
But he one on one. Y'all can't make the weight
Yeah.
meet.
Like
y'all ready to
I
meet
meet,
out
I catch him. I catch him one good time. I got to.
Yeah, you got
I got
to.
to.
Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out to what's his name, Cam?
Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo. Shout
He
out
had a
to
good
Cam
season
Scatterbo.
too, man.
Oh yeah, he
had
did.
a real good
He
season.
did, yep.
Yeah, man. So before we get out of here, man, you got anything that you want to, you know what I'm saying, touch on, tell the people something about, you know, coming up or, you know what I'm saying, anything.
Man, I really, first of all, I want to appreciate y'all, man, for having me today.
Sure.
To my community, man, I want to appreciate y'all. I ain't really get to say it. I put a post out, but I want y'all to hear me say it. So it means something you hear. So now I just want to thank y'all for helping me mold into who I am today. Showing me, you know, the right things to do things and keeping me on the straight path and, you know, supporting me no matter where I was at, whether it was Arkansas, Ole Miss, and now the Rams. Y'all bought my jersey. Y'all put on for me. You made posts. You were locked in. Whether I was losing or not, you were locked in and supporting me, man. So I want to thank y'all, and I want to thank my parents and all my siblings too, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
Hey, I do. Hold on, I got one or two more questions. I got one or two more questions before we get out of here. One or two more questions. Cause you mentioned your dad, right? But let's talk about the coaching style back then, like during the championship run, with just doing your high school,
right?
In specific, high school coaches, right? Do you think that they have a heavy influence on the outcome of the kids from 9th to 12th grade?
Oh yeah. Especially my pop, because like my dad was like, all of my classmates, we've been playing ball since we were this tall. Like we came up together, literally, and he was the coach. So like to this day, like if he would have come around, like everybody gonna have it's a different type of respect for him because he helped mold a lot of people. He helped mold a lot of football players and a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Who would you think was the most influential coach like in your career? You know,
him. I'll say Coach Connor.
Okay.
He was he had came in my junior year. He was defensive coordinator. Cole Wilson. Cole Wilson. He been positive. He was always positive.
Shouts out to Cole Wilson.
Another one I gotta mention, man. It was two more. Patrick Jordan and his name was Ron Steinhelfer.
Okay.
But man, those two guys.
Where did he coach at?
They coach here with us, but they end up moving off. I can't tell you what
he was high school.
Yeah,
coach.
high school. It was a bunch of like Scooter Houston, Coach Claude. Like it was a lot of coaches, but like man, that specific staff right there, that was a special staff. That was a staff. They were close, but as well as they helped bring us closer together too, and they kind of pushed us at a different pace.
Yeah, that hard, man. For real.
And then I want to ask you this too, man. How you liking LA out there, man? So we ain't talk about you know the you know where you drafted by the Los Angeles Rams.
Right.
You coming from a small town, not just small town, but like you say, one of the poorest towns in the state.
Right.
Man, you flying all the way across the United States. Now you out here in Cali, man, in LA. How you liking the life out there? How they treat you out there, man?
Man, I was overwhelmed at first. Yeah. Because it's so much, like, it was like, bro, you got all these big buildings, these big name people walking around. Like, my first day there, I ran into Kendrick Perkins.
Okay.
What it was?
Big Perk.
Nick Young or Nate Young.
Nick Young played with the Lakers. Yeah.
Him. I ran into him. I ran into the actress, Sydney Sweeney. Okay. I ran into her. I done seen Megan Good.
Okay.
Good.
You doing good out there.
And then like normal, like people be like they don't need overreact no more because they see him so much. So it's like, man, and then my teammate, man, Devontae Adams, Matt Stafford, Jared Bird.
What's it like? What's it like with Devontae Adams, man? He pretty cool.
Real cool dude. And you wouldn't even think like that joker so laid back. Like that joker, like an ordinary dude. Like you just met him like at a gas station. He gonna say what's up to you. He gonna chop it up with you, and he gonna go on by that day. Like he ain't even. But man, just like and that like normal. I remember when I seen Megan Good. It was like a little it was like a little poet thing that we had went to. And I remember like she had I was going to the bathroom. I didn't know who she was. I just felt somebody like brush across my arm.
It wasn't her, was it?
It was. I had felt somebody like brick across my arm. So I ain't think too much about it. But she was like, oh, excuse me. I was like, oh, good. My homeboy get to looking at me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? Like, they looking at me like, man, what you doing?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you talking about? They like, you ain't gonna say what's up?
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
I'm like, who? Like to who? Like, it's us here. Like, who us here? I ain't seen no celebrity or nothing. Like, they at the bar or something.
Yeah.
And so they were like, man, Megan Good just burst past you. I said, for real?
Yeah.
I turned around. As soon as I turned around, she was looking back, talking to her friend.
Yeah.
I said, oh, snap. And her security had, like, grabbed her. And she just waved out to me and walked out.
For real. Yeah.
I said, God.
I missed my little 2 seconds.
I said, okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all
man.
good.
It's all
You
love.
gonna run to them
all the time,
Man, my
for
mom
sure.
like, man, you gonna see her again.
For sure,
Bro,
man.
like, how you just walk past her and don't, I'm like, I didn't know. Like, it was dark. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I ain't see her till she got to like a little light that was hanging over her head.
It's another thing I want to ask you. Do you feel like you made it yet?
I have. And I tell you when I felt like that, my first practice. When I walked out there on that field and I had my helmet, my jersey, we were getting ready for drill. I'm like, man, I was stretching. I was like, man, like, I'm in the lead now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna go through my first NFL practice. Like,
Yeah, that hard, dog. For
it's
real.
crazy.
What keep you like still grinding now? Like, what's your motivation now? Now that you boom, I'm suited up. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I got my situation that really came together. Now, what keep you locked in looking for the next goal?
My little girl, for one, I want to be a great example for her. And number two, just remember where I came from at the end of the day. Like, I got a tattoo right here of a lion, and I got a quote on my chest. It say, never forget who you are.
Hard.
When your birthday, bro?
November.
Okay, bet.
November, tell him what November what?
November 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my little brother. Shout
It
out
bro-
Nick
it
P.
brother
That's Nick
saying,
P.
yeah,
birthday.
yeah.
Hey,
I
I
did-
see that you got a line on your
yeah.
left arm.
Yeah, I did my homework. I
got a line
put.
on my little arm too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Real king. The real kings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But anyway, that's just two things I want to, touch on, bro. I just want to know what's your motivation to keep you grinding, keep you, you know what I mean, looking for the accomplishing that next goal.
Especially like those two things right there. And really just like, I got people back at home that look up to me whether I know it or not. I know it's somebody
That
like
paying attention.
Like, he from Cordele too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could do this. It's the right way to go about that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Motivation to others.
Yeah,
Come
man.
behind you.
Yeah, now I'm gonna say, man, before we get out of here, we want to do some random Q&A, man. Random
bet.
question. Cool. The first one we're gonna go with you ready?
I'm ready.
Future NBA young boy.
Future.
Okay, then which quarterback would you rather have on your team? Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Okay. Best movie, Boys in the Hood or Friday?
You got it.
I'm gonna go Boys in the Hood for sure.
Boys in the Hood over Friday.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Boys in the Hood.
I'm going boy. Hey, look, I'm with you on that. I'm going Boys in the Hood, man.
I'm
For
gonna go
real.
Boys in the
I
Hood.
definitely would have went
Man,
Friday.
for
I'm gonna
real,
go Boys
dog.
in the Hood for sure.
Let me out. What that nigga say? Let me out. Hey, all right. We got Mike Vick or Deion Sanders as a teammate.
Big.
Going Vick.
I like
okay.
Vic.
Okay. All right. Which one would you want to play on your team? You know, I got to hit you with that one here. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
I'm going LeBron, bro.
Okay, then.
I'm going LeBron.
You
I'm
my,
going
hey,
LeBron,
you
for
my
sure.
kind of guy, then. I know you. Hey,
Oh man, y'all.
hey,
I'm
that's
going
my
LeBron.
dog.
Y'all
For
gonna
real.
go internet.
for sure.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
let me ask you this: what team you looking forward to playing against the most the upcoming season?
The 49ers.
NFL, the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
why?
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
why? Cause it's a
That's
Cali
your
thing
dad,
out there. Or
that's your
that-
dad team, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
So I like
yeah,
it.
man.
It Cali B, but it's a little
Yeah.
household.
Cali B,
yeah,
Yeah, man.
man.
Hey, Chris, you see that right now?
Yeah, I'm from Cordele. Hey, I'm from Cordele. We know everybody we know everybody team. Yeah,
I want to say this too, man. I'm a Jaguar fan, man. Jacksonville Jaguar. That's my team, right?
Right.
But y'all players, we play y'all this year. I think in Duval, right?
Right.
In Duval for sure. So I'm telling you this right here. I'm gonna be at that game 100%, right?
Right.
Jacksonville, my team. I guess I'm gonna have to wear a Pooh power jersey.
That's
to the
cool.
game,
I
man. You know what I'm
respect it.
saying?
I respect
But
it.
yeah, I'm gonna be here.
I respect it.
And I'm gonna be going for both of y'all. I put it
Alright,
like that.
yeah,
But
for
yeah, I'm
sure.
gonna have that
That's
Pooh
cool.
power
That's
jersey
cool.
in there. So anybody, just scraggler, want to support the boy, man, I don't roll with too many. Y'all hop in with me, man. You can go and catch Pooh Power live on the field because we going to check him out in Jacksonville. So y'all be tuning in. LA Rams, Cordele's on Chris Paul Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Paul.
For sure.
Hey, man, all over your screen,
man.
NFL season.
Man, we thank you for coming, man. I'm talking about it been a pleasure, bro. Like,
Yes,
for
sir.
real. Like,
Yes, sir.
you solid, man. Like, you always been a stand-up person, you know what I'm saying? We've been supporting you ever since high school. I can remember when my son was calling me when they had you on TV at the combine. Like, Dad, they talking to him. So I run in there, you know what I'm saying, to check you out. So we got nothing but love for you here at Global Local, man. Straight up, bro. Much success, much love. So, hey, keep doing your thing, bro. For
sure,
real.
man. I appreciate
For
y'all.
real,
I
man.
appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, man.
Before we get out of here, man, we always have to end it on this. I always remember, man, you could be local today.
And global tomorrow. We gone.
We gone.
If you say you can, then don't let them say you can't. Shit ain't gonna be funny when you laughing to the bank. Hey, if you know you right, then don't let